Aha da 8. bölüm. İşte o bölüm. O yeni bölüm. Ne yapayım? Heh. Abi beni nerelere gönderdin ya? Gözünü seveyim ya. Ben doğa yürüyüşü yapıyordum ne güzel. Dedikoducu ettiniz bizi ya. Etmen gari. Ha, alo alo. Alo. Alo.
But why?
Ha?
But why on earth
Huh?
are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else.
Allah
There's
Allah.
something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch, we can talk properly. Have
Oo.
you spoken with Kate?
Kadın hala adamı eve atma derdinde.
She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to
Ne
go.
ya?
It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Lan neye hazır olsun? Manyak börek mi açsın? Ne istiyorsun? Ya az evvel daha berraktı hava. Daha berrak görünüyordu. Ben dışarı çıkmaya başlayınca yine o morum trak şeye dönüştü. Bak. Aa hakikaten lan ben yaklaştıkça gece oluyor. Ne oluyor lan? Allah Allah. Işık. Ha. Karşıdaymış. Geldim. İçeri mi gireyim? Ne istiyorsun? Evet.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Stefan'la annesi konuşuyor da.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, I
Oh.
didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton, language!
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand. Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
Burada olayların başlarını gördük. Ev almış da. Oo. Güzel, yeri güzel valla. Ben de beğendim. Işık. Lan ha. Çağırınca da geliyor ya. Allah Allah. Annesi de Lizzie'yi istiyormuş. Görüyor musun?
Physical changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory.
Tam gidiyordum ha.
It's in me.
Bak giderim. Götür beni ışık. Lizzie çocuk istiyor diyor. Hemen şapır şapır hem de. Adam da diyor ki ben çocuk derdinde değilim diyor. Ben Kate'i seviyorum diyor ama sonra aldatıyor belli ki. Ben de çocuk istemiyorum ya. Açılsana kardeşim ya. Pul diyor. Puldum işte. Heh.
Kate, can you hear me?
Duymuyor işte de. Hadi gidelim.
Listen,
Allah belanı
I'm
vermiyor.
trying to make things
Söyle.
right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If you're still alive, I'll try and check in every hour.
Tamam mı?
Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas.
Gaz
I
mı?
didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too.
Aa.
I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Kasaba gazla. Allah'ını seversen nereye gittin ışık? Heh. Geldim. Anca geliyorum. Ben uçmuyorum öyle. Telefon çağırıyor bir yerde. Alo.
Phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know
We're
that.
infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us.
Herkes
It's
zaten
trying to leave
bulaştı
it anywhere
diyor.
it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order
You
an
have
airstrike.
to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so
Hala
it's only
saldırı
you
istiyor Stefan.
communicating
Aren't
out
you
now.
listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen, my family, my wife and kids.
You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant.
Ha, fedakarlık derken bunu
Don't you think I'm aware of
kastediyormuş.
that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff.
Oo.
Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit! If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it.
Şimdi anlaşıldı o fedakarlığın ne olduğu.
Tell them
Lan oğlum.
the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
Açıldı ya lan kapı. Geldim dur. Hacı ben ışınlanayım mı oraya ya? Hayret bir şey. İstiyorsun ki böyle ışınlanayım. Allah Allah. Nasıl geleyim ben oraya şak diye? Böyle mi geleyim arkadaş, anlamadım ki. Kapıdan mı gireyim? Nereden gireyim? Evet.
You look well.
Oo.
Thank you.
Oo.
How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here.
Ha,
I
olayların
mean, it's
başları
great
buralar.
to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
Daha burada
Long time, Stephen.
yapmaya başlamışlar.
Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering. what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
Şimdi mi aklın başına geldi?
We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
Tabii tabii, hep öyle başlar zaten. Önce kadeh kaldırırsın, sonra kaldıracağın yerlerinizi biliyor musun? Hep öyle başlar zaten. İçiyoruz canım, ne olacak ya? İki medeni insanız. Karşılıklı içiyoruz. Sonra karşılıklı olur, altlı üstlü olur, ne bileyim. Olur yani. Nasıl olsa medenisiniz. Bunlar normal şeyler. Geniş dürrükler sizi. Işık buraya mı gitti lan? Meşrebi genişler. Ha, gördüm ışığı. Ama orası da merak ediyordum. Ama akşam oluyor ya. Galiba bir gün boyunca burayı geziyoruz ha. Oha. Ama olmadı ki. Işık! Aa, ışık kaçacak ya. Ha, buradan giriş mi vardı? Var mıydı? Vallahi varmış. Aç kardeşim, aç.
Pressure in my eyes again. I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed, the light was waiting for me there.
Ha,
Caught me, lowered me here.
yok artık.
Now it's pooling around my feet, watching me. The printers are spewing out page after page of zeros. It's frightened too. It'll be okay.
Ya
It'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone. It's scared. Oh, it's traveled so far. It's
diyor.
okay. I can help you. We can be together now.
Aa,
10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds.
aa.
2.
Ne? Kadın kocasını ışıkla mı aldatıyor? Aha, dizimi vurdum. Ekran o yüzden sarsıldı. Lan oğlum, ne yapıyorsun? Eşşoğlu eşek. Vay. Pembik pembik gökyüzü. Hadi.
They closed the tunnel.
Ha?
There's no trains.
Huh.
I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard. Is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
This headache is just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village.
No, I've been here the last couple of days or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the cross lines...
But no direct contact with any other people.
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Geldim. Tipini... Eşekler kovalasın. Acaba bombalı... Aa, gardayız lan. Ya gözünü seveyim. Lan beni gara bırakıp gitti. Işığa bak. Allah Allah. Aha, burada da var. Söyle.
This is Catherine Collins. recording for posterity.
Tamam.
It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent.
Aa!
I suspect it's only exposure to the
Bombalamanın
powder that's
sonrası
kept me alive
galiba.
this long.
Yo.
I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I
Lan.
can make it.
Oğlum. Oraya doğru gidiyordum. Peşine geldim. Sonra geri döndün. Zibidilik yapma. Ne yapayım? Nereye gideyim? Ne istiyorsun? Ya ne istiyorsun? Buralar hep toplancılar ya. Burada girilecek bir yer mi var?
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway, give...
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders.
Oldu lan.
Wendy,
Ha.
one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Buradan geçebiliyor muyum lan? Ama hızlı öfkeli de geçiyorlardı. Ha ben hızlı değilim. Öfkeli de değilim o yüzden herhalde. Evet yeğenim. Göster buraya mı gireyim? Lan buraya girmedik mi biz daha önce? Yo orası değil lan. Aha. Oo saldırı.
What are you doing here? You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Aa.
Take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here.
Don't touch me. Get off.
What's going on?
Come in here. Lord
Jesus,
it over
Sam.
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
You and your
contact.
stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Aha. Aa.
Sam. Sam. Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg.
Aa.
Charlie!
Meg, wait.
Don't touch me!
Meg, please, you have to understand. It was an accident. Get off her.
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand. It was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get
Charlie,
out of here.
please.
Aha. Bağıran abla ne diyor acaba ya? Falan hiç anlamam. Ama güzeldir yani bilmiyorum. Ama hiç anlamam dediklerini. Ama güzel. Işık. Işık. Işık. Yalnız kaldım. Çok korkuyorum. Işık. Işık bul beni. Aha. Stephen adam öldürdü. Vay Stephen vay. Hem karını aldat, hem adam öldür, hem içki iç. Her şey sende. İçki, zina.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking.
Howard, it's Clive. Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. But why are you calling?
The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days.
All right.
Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You were a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right?
All right. I think.
Good man. I knew we could count on you.
Wow.
Ah, Jesus, mate. What the hell was that?
Lan ışığı kaybettik ya. Hello.
Repeating over and over to myself in the dark.
Aha.
Eating cold food from a can with my fingers. My name is Catherine Collins. I am Catherine Collins. As if I can force the world to acknowledge my existence. Time has ceased to exist in any real terms.
Allah Allah.
I'm reduced to marking out the days on the walls. Like a cave woman.
Işık neredesin? Hakikaten ışık nerede ya? Aha. Aşırı. Lan eşşoğlu ışık. 2 saattir seni arıyorum ya. Korktum. Orada şımarık şımarık kendi kuyruğunu kovalayan köpek gibi. Ne oluyor lan? Saatler hep 6'yı 7 geçe durmuş ha. 6'ya 6 geçe. O civarlarda.
Darling Stephen.
Aha.
I don't know if you'll ever listen to this.
Aa Lizzie zaten o gelse de gelmese de gideceğim diyordu ya.
Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate.
Ah.
And I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either.
Kullandı seni gönderdi işte.
I've got to think about the baby.
Oo çocuğu da koymuş.
And, well, I should have left a long time ago.
Yani o işten önce o ayrılacaktı.
Just for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen.
Sizi ayırmak için soğuk su lazımmış.
Peace, one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Burada değil miydi ışık? Buradaydı ışık. Işık neredesin Işık? Işık. Işık. Hakikaten nerede lan bu ışık? Aha. Bir yerden sesi geliyor zibidinin. Lan şerefini kütlettiğim neredesin? Hı? Bak ya.
They stare at me. Yesterday I went into the village and this old woman just stopped in the middle of the street and stared at me like I had two heads.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm like a walking freak show. Oh, this place, it's so insular. I just don't understand how you grew up here.
Well, I was very different then. And they're not so bad, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Just give it a bloody chance, Kate. This was the deal. A year here, and we could be in with a real shot at Lucia.
Stephen!
Oh, Christ, it's Lantham.
Stephen Appleton, I thought it was you. What's all this about a young wife? Oh. Hello.
Salak.
Heads, Stephen. Hi, I'm
İki kafa Steven. Ay Allah çok iyi. Ben Kate'den yanayım ya. Karısını aldatan adamdan ne yan olacağım? Sen karını aldatıyorsan karın da seni aldatabilir kardeşim. Benim bildiğim bu. Haktır yani. O insan değil mi? Geldim. İçeride mi? Oğlum buraya gelmedik mi lan az önce? Yo. Evet geldik. Işık sen beni... Sen kesepereye mi getiriyorsun lan sen beni? Oyalıyor mu? Sıvazlıyor mu lan sen beni? Ne yapıyorsun lan?
Should I come here? This was a mistake.
Oh.
You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves?
Hadi bakalım.
Did you really think that I wouldn't find out?
Oo.
Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen.
Tabii.
Kate, slow down.
You were
Bırak Kate ya.
engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married
Oh,
her.
come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not
Konuş
treat
kız.
me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting.
Vur ağzına.
I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate, come on, this is crazy.
Cinayet sende, içki sende, zina sende. Allah belanı vermeye. Işık neredesin oğlum ya? Ha? Işık? Çocuğum ne yapıyorsun? Olay burada mı ya? Aa. Ne oluyor lan? Aha. Hadi bakalım buraya giriyoruz. Galiba herhalde final herhalde burası. Ne bileyim geri çıkabiliriz de yani. Emin değilim eğer böyle bir ne bileyim ya. Üf. İlk defa böyle bir ışık elektrikleri her yeri kapladığını gördüm de. Boya dökülmüş. Bu kim lan?
When I was a kid, my
Stefan.
dad found a fox.
Tamam.
It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore.
Ha.
My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. That the fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger.
Tüh, sinematiği bozdum ya.
Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade. Later I found him crying. I'd done it, Ken's son. That's what he said. I'd done it, Ken, it was hurting you. That's just a poor, dumb, dying animal.
Duvarlara hep şeyler yazmış. Formüller falan.
Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over.
Evet, bombalamalar oldu çünkü biliyoruz bunu. Roketleri görmüştük.
I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation. You understand me, don't you? Well, there's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light? Fine. I'll give you light. After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me.
Kate
You've
öldü
made me
mü?
do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate. Wait. Stop.
Ne oluyor lan?
Kate.
Adam kendini mi yaktı? Işığa doğru çakmak tuttu ama kendi mi yandı yani? Artık. Oo. Allah Allah. Neredeyiz lan?
This is Catherine Collins.
Hayda.
I don't know if anyone will ever hear this.
Ha?
It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Aa, baştaki şey değil mi lan? Oha, bir de Kate'in kendisini mi? Aa, ben bitiyor zannettim lan. Aa, kule. Bir kule daha. Aa! Öbür tarafındaydık değil mi buranın oyun başladığında? Abi kule daha. Ha, ne yapayım, nereye gideyim? Kule 1.
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out of the window. Down there, he said. That's home. But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
Oh. Kate sevmiş ya. Yoldan mı gitmem gerekiyordu acaba? Ya arkadaş, oyun öyle bir şey ki nereden gitsen acaba öbür taraftan mı gitmem gerekiyordu diyorsun. Hep yerlerde bir şeyler şey yapmışlar ya.
I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her. I try and explain that much of what it did was wrong.
Allah Allah.
It shows me Stephen and Lizzie together. And I'm happy for them.
Sen niye mutlusun
Frank
ya?
walks his fields with Mary. Wendy and Edward nest together in the orchards of their love. Jeremy lies at peace with his God at last. All of them are happy because they are together. I understand it better now. It is a collector of time. Of butterflies.
Allah Allah. Yani 5-6 kişinin hikayesini anlattı oyun. Ha? Kelebek. Yakınlarda at mı var? Yoktur herhalde ha. Altıncı kuleye gidiyorum demişti değil mi en son? Burada bir şey yok. Ne diyor acaba ya bu arka plandaki şarkıda? Yerlerde boya var, çok basma, yazıları bozma, canımı sıkma gibi bir şey mi söylüyor? Ne diyor acaba? Ben gideyim. O ne lan? Televizyon ağacı. Olmuş mu acaba televizyonlar?
Shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest.
Işığa dönüşmüşler.
Our presence is everywhere. The bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
Millet ışık olmuş. Ha. Ha. Ana Tower 6. Oraya gidilmiyor. Zaten gittiğimiz kulelerden biri herhalde. Bakalım çok uzun sürmezse bölüm şey yaparız ya. Bir önceki bölüme bağlarız. Olur biter. Oha. Hadi patla.
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong.
Ne diyorsunuz ya?
But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone.
To the Rapture?
And we will join them. We are born apart. Driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence.
Aa, şeyi açıyor, kubbeyi açıyor.
This pattern is mine.
Allah Allah. Benim dalgam diyor. Ne biçim laflar lan bunlar? Ha? Nasıl ya? Ya arkadaş tamam, sanattan çok fazla anladığımız da yok da bu ne de be kardeşim ya? Bu nedir ya? Lan oğlum bu ne? Tamam drama seviyor. Lan bu ne lan? Ha yürü git. Neyse şey oldu ya, gezme simülatör oldu oyun. Ben bir şey anlamadım ya, herkes ışık olmuş bu yani. Ama yani ne bileyim, biz bir bilim adamı olsak tek tek böyle her gittiğimiz hikayenin sonra o parçalar birleştirse, o ışık parçalarını toplayıp bir araya getirsek, insanları kurtarıyor olsak tek tek. Anladınız mı olayı? Yani sadece gezdik gördük bu kadar. Bu ne ya? Ben bu iki bölümü birleştireyim en iyisi. Kendinize iyi bakın. Allah'a emanet. Gittim. Anlamadım.